We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a complete transition here from bright green bars yesterday in the pre-market to today hitting a dip area here of white with red borders. And the last time we hit a dip area was back here on December 22nd. Now, within today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator since 10:15 a.m. and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up in the screen, within the options chain, some options went higher than that. And you can now gain access as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, receiving this clarity and edge and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY pulling back down, breaking through key support levels, and we need to talk about, will it retest the key support that we've been watching here and bounced off of on December 22nd, or will it find support and try to retest resistance levels? But before we do and break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Netflix bot. Our Netflix bot sent out a bear indicator at 10:30 a.m. and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a complete transition after falling down right onto December 22nd into a dip area on 42 vision, which is white with red borders, to a full transition of a rip area yesterday in the pre-market. And now from yesterday's rip area, bright green bars, it's came back down to a dip area, guys. And this is 42 vision for those of you coming across the channel for the first time. It allows us to see the dips to the rips and the rips to the dips and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY breaking through the support of 380 that we talked about in yesterday's video, still under a bear indicator here on the 30-minute. And even though those inflows picked back up, it quickly lost traction here within today's volatility right around that 10 a.m. to 10:30 Eastern time mark, right? Way up here at around 381, broke through 380 and came all the way down to 377, tried coming back up to 380, and guess what? It rejected it right there under that bear indicator, and outflows were dominating all that time and pulling away from the midpoint. And the outflows of today are much more predominant than yesterday's, right? It reached levels here of negative 2.81 to 2.7, and today it's at negative 4.86. And the lowest point that it reached here recently on December 22nd, when it fell all the way down towards 375, 374 area, it hit down here -9, guys. So based off the history of the chart, it has room to even go lower. And I'll be watching that going into tomorrow. Now, when you go into the volatility here and look at this from the 15-minute chart, we could see that that bear indicator popped up at around 382 and pure weakness there on the chart, and it fell through 380, breaking that support, rejected it again there. You could see when it came right back up, and those inflows tried to pick up and outflows started to dominate towards the end of the day. And since that moment that those outflows crossed over, it's been dominating all day, putting weakness into the chart, guys. And it hit right now lows of today here on the 15-minute a minus 4.4, and right now it's at minus 3.2 of outflows. So I would watch that carefully here if these inflows can start picking back up and try to cross over that midpoint as we are currently below it, and hopefully cancel out that bear indicator in the process of trying to come back up. Now, if these outflows continue to dominate on bigger time frames such as the 30-minute and also here on the 1 hour, you could see how it tried to come back up, rejected right there at the midpoint, and outflows today are at minus 5.41, and a bear indicator popped up, canceling out this bull indicator, and a full transition has happened here on the 1 hour chart from bright green bars on 42 vision of extreme strength of the rip area, as I like to call it, to extreme weakness into the first dip area bar of white with red borders on 42 vision as we see it. The most recent dip area was on December 22nd, and on the 1 hour chart it had 4 of those back to back before trying to reverse back up, and those inflows started to pick up. But right now we're at minus 5.41 here of outflows, and what I would watch is if these inflows could start picking back up towards the midpoint, or will these outflows go further down, because they do have room based off the history of the chart, right? Back here on December 19th, when it was in this dip area here, it actually hit minus 6.57, and on the 22nd, it hit minus 8.77. So based off the chart and the history of it, not guaranteed to, something not to overlook here, it has room to go lower with further outflows. So on the 30-minute here, we can see that it came right back down today here to where that last bull indicator popped up on December 22nd at around 377 area. Currently slightly below that at 376, right? 376.98 to be exact. So right now it's fighting to find support here. Now, if it breaks through that, the next support level I'm watching is 375. Below that is 372. And then down towards 367, 368 area. And how these outflows react will be pivotal, as it's currently sitting at minus 4.87. And the highest point we saw back here was around minus 8 to minus 9 on December 22nd, being one of the most predominant outflows in the last several days. It's gone further than that back here on December 15th to minus 10, but that's the most recent one and not to be overlooked. Not guaranteed to react exactly the same, but to not be overlooked here. Now, if these inflows can come back up and we don't test those support levels, well, the first resistance where it rejected today and it needed to find support, and it found support yesterday, is 380, guys. That's going to be critical, and if it could start that staircase effect to start pushing up higher and bringing these inflows back up to eventually cross over that midpoint and cancel out this bear indicator, followed by a bull indicator, the next resistance is 383 and then 385. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.